Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to do a chicken coop tour. Folks have been asking to have a video about checking out the chicken coop, so today we're going to do that. Let's get to it. Alright, well here's our new 16 by 18 chicken coop built for us by Ozark Mountain Chicken Coops last fall. And they actually brought that out in three sections. Three 6-foot by 16 sections. So section number 1 was there, 2 involved the hen house, and 3 involved a big part of the run. And we're going to go take a look at all of that. Now when you first walk up here, the first thing you notice is that wire. That's the Premier One poultry fence raccoon wire. That's what they call it. Goes all the way around the coop and run. It's got a 1-joule charger. We turn that on at night, sometimes during the day. But that sucker keeps raccoons, dogs, cats, coyotes, skunks, possums, whatever, away from this coop and run, and that's what it's about. Now we've also got the predator apron that runs from the wall all the way out to about the middle of these blocks. And that's the 1/2-inch hardware cloth. Same stuff that's on the windows and on the run. So even if something actually gets past that wire at night and comes in here and tries to dig in, it's just going to run into that hardware cloth and get disappointed. And that's exactly what we want. That's how we're keeping the ground predators away from the coop and the run. And I'll show you how this looks all the way around. Of course, once you do that, you get to put up decorative plants or just leave it as an open rock garden, whatever you want to do, really. Hi, guys. Yeah, they're watching us. Now, around this side, we've got a big back double door. And the guy that built this for me made it wide enough for my tractor bucket to come in. So we open up this big double door and we can go right in with materials with the tractor bucket. And we did that on purpose. He asked me how big my bucket was, and we made the doors just a little bit bigger. And you may have noticed that we've got these solar motion detector lights all the way around. So if something comes sneaking around at night, they get a bright light in their face. Then they get to meet that hot wire, and then ultimately they get to meet the predator apron if they actually get in there and try to dig. Hey everybody. They're following us around. So you can kind of see how that goes all the way around. So the first thing I want to show you is this shed section. Back this camera out a little bit. There we go. We got power in here. That's where the shed, the fence charger is hooked up. Why I couldn't think of that, I don't know. That's where the fence charger is plugged in at. We've actually got it on a smart plug. So there's an app for your phone. I can be in the house or actually anywhere with internet and turn that fence charger on and off with my smartphone, with my iPhone. That's kind of cool. But we keep feed in here, hemp bedding, buckets of materials, whatever you're going to use. We got switches, place to store our tools, lighting if we need it. And we've also got access to the nest boxes right here. This is where the egg hutch is, which I think is pretty cool because you don't have to be outside. You can close that door behind you when you come in. And if I've got a friend pulling eggs for me while I'm away or something, I don't have to worry about chickens getting out. Worst case scenario, they just get out here into the shed. You can pick them up and put them right back in. Now we've got a piece of plywood across the front of that, so they can't get in the nest boxes right now because they're still pretty young. But that's getting ready to change. And I thought I'd show it to you. Probably hear Red in there crowing. All right. Here's the hen house. It's got a couple of nice big windows that you can leave partially open for ventilation. You can use these barrel bolts to prop it open, and we do. It's summertime, so they appreciate the ventilation. In the wintertime, we'll button that up. We use carabiners on everything, so raccoons can't get in. Let's have a look in this hen house. Hopefully we're not disturbing anybody. I don't think we are. We've got a 6x6 hen house with 3 roosting bars and lots of windows for ventilation. Hardware cloth everywhere, screws and washers. And we're using the industrial hemp bedding and the deep litter system. Here we got a Dutch door, which I really like. If you want to, you can just open up the top part and toss some stuff in for the chickens if you want. You don't necessarily have to go in there, which is kind of cool. You just want to throw them some treats without having to worry about walking around in their mess. But today we're going to go walk around in their mess. So let's go inside and see what's going on inside the coop and run. Hi, birdie birds. Hello. How are you? And I got a latch on the inside of the run so that I can close that door behind me and nobody kicks it open. Hi, chickies. Here's another look into the hen house. We got 2 big windows out here, and they're on hinges. You can close them if you want, but we're leaving them open for ventilation because it's summer and they need all that they can get. I was talking about that piece of plywood on the back wall there. That's what's covering up the nest boxes now. My hens are getting ready to be old enough to use them, so we'll be taking that off here in a few weeks. But for now, we leave them out of there. They say they'll start roosting and sleeping in there, and we don't want them to do that. We're using these over easy drinkers and feeders. And these things are great, by the way. Those are 12 gallons each. So I got 24 gallons of water out here. And on this one, the nipples are all facing that way. And on this one, the nipples are all facing that way. So if you get a bully guarding the nipples, and they do, the others can go around to the other side and just get a drink. And that's kind of cool. Hi, babies. That's the over easy feeders, the standard feeders. And it's basically the same container as the drinker. It's just got different ports in it. And that holds 50 pounds of feed. And I've got 2 of them for the same reason. If you get a bully that's guarding one of the feeders, they can go over to the other one and get something to eat. So that works out pretty good. Hi, guys. And we were reading online, somebody was saying to jungle up your coop. So we went out on the property and found some wood and set them up a perch for in the run. Kind of a jungle gym for them, I guess. They seem to like it pretty good. They're all hanging out around me right now. They think I'm getting ready to start dropping treats. But they actually do like that pretty good. We see them hanging out on it quite a bit. There's my rooster, Red. Hey, Red. What's going on, buddy? You're famous now, dude. Yeah. He gets a little bigger, we'll call him Big Red. He's a Rhode Island Red. We've got some Plymouth barred rocks. We've got some lavender Americanas, blue egg layers. And we got some Rhode Island Reds. And we've got some Columbia Wyandottes. Beautiful birds. That's who's here. We got 18 hens and 1 rooster. So Red's got his work cut out for him. We use these bowls for giving them veggies and sometimes some bugs. You can buy bags of bugs or just chop up kitchen veggies and bring them out to them and put them in those rubber bowls. That way we're not just throwing them out on the run floor. This over here is this little space has its own door, which I can close if I want to. And we gave them another run perch in here for now, just to give them space and something to do. There's the back wall to the shed room. Now this can be used as a segregation pen. If I need to isolate somebody, or maybe next spring when we do more baby chicks, I'll set up a little brooder in here. We brought chicks from Cackle Hatchery late last winter. They were born like March 31st, my birthday actually. And they're 15 weeks old now. All these guys are. It's pretty amazing. But we had them out in my shop in a brooder, in one of the stock tank brooders, and I'll do a video about that. And it worked out pretty good, but I gotta tell you, there was like 1/8 of an inch of dust on everything. They dusted my shop. It took days to clean that up. I won't do that again. I'll get chicks a little bit later in the spring next year to where I don't have to worry about cold weather and just do it all out here. I can set up a brooder right there, a little mini coop, and do the same thing but out here, because it'll be warm enough. If you wait just another month, it'll be warm enough to do it all out here. You know, you can still give them a heat plate and all that, but it can happen out here, and then they can make all the dust they want. Doesn't matter. Yep, live and learn. Another big window for the hen house, and that's on a hinge. You can close that, and we will in the wintertime. But for now, we'll leave it open because it's summer and they need all that ventilation. Nice big roomy hen house. Lots of windows, love it. We asked for that and the guy built it for us. It's great. It's Mike down at Ozark Mountain Chicken Coops in Springfield. You can find him on Facebook that way. This is a Run Chicken T50. That's the door we're using. I love this thing, by the way. This door doesn't get in the way of it. But there's an app for it. You run it right off your smartphone, and it's completely programmable. You can tell it to open up. This is where I have it set. I've got it set to open up on its own a half an hour after sunrise, and it closes a half an hour after sunset. And when you first install it and hook up to it with your phone, it Bluetooths right to your phone. And when you first put it on, it asks for a location so you can tell its GPS where you're at in the world, and then it will monitor sunrise and sunset openings and closings for you. Very cool. You can also just use it manually. I can sit out there at my picnic table, open up the app, and open and close this door whenever I want. Yep, I don't have to come in here and touch any buttons or anything, which is kind of cool. So if I got something I needed to do, like right now, if I needed to do some hen house maintenance, there's none of them in there. I could press a button and close the door on the phone app. That's kind of cool. Underneath, the ladies have a nice, the coop's elevated, the hen house is elevated, so they get to use all that space under there as part of the run. And we gave them a dust bath, little kiddie pool from Dollar General, I think. And it's got potting soil, sand, diatomaceous earth, and fireplace ash, a mixture. And they seem to like it pretty good. Hi, ladies. Y'all doing all right? I can't believe how big they are for 15 weeks. It's pretty amazing. got a metal roof. We got electricity out here, so I'll be able to run power lines down to these drinkers in the wintertime. You can get a tank heater from Tractor Supply that's designed to sit in a container like that. Very low wattage, but enough to keep the water from freezing. And those lids have a cord access on them, so they're perfect for that. And that's how we'll keep those from freezing in the wintertime. And that's our coop, guys. We're still learning how to use it, and we're definitely liking it. I'm probably going to put a camera in here, maybe right up there, and have it looking back at the hen house, just so I can click it on and see what's going on out here if I need to. I can always come out here and turn on lights, but I really don't want to. Minus the shed space. The shed's a 6x6, so you got to take that away. But minus the shed space, there's about 250 feet of run space in here, which is pretty good. That's pretty generous. They seem to be happy with it. If you have questions or comments, definitely leave them. Like it, hate it, just let me know. Well, that brings us to the end of our coop tour, guys. I appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. All these tools that you see here, there'll be links in the description to the video. You guys can go check them out for yourself and get one if you want. And thanks for stopping in. We'll see you in the next video. Yeah, you go, Red. Yeah.